Okay, this is a bit of a production because DCS really doesn't want to be streamed the way I usually stream it, but, yeah, I think I found a way that works kind of amicably, I suppose. I kind of have to take yet another one of my monitors just to have a repeat of what's on the center monitor because, yeah, DCS really doesn't like being windowed in VR and actually outputting video properly. So this is a bit weird, but I think it works. But let's see here. So we're gonna drop the stop card here, and we should be ready to go. And yes, okay, good. And then click on the window to bring us back into the game. Right now, we suddenly have sound. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Phontomen, and welcome to the show. Today we are going to be playing DCS with the F-15C Eagle module because I am a poor sod, and $7 was all I could afford. They gave me 50% off. You see, rather than jumping right into the deep end of something I didn't know if I could actually do, I decided to start small, and also, somewhat familiar, even though when I say familiar, I mean I barely knew her in the first place. But, right, some of you might, as I get my headset on here, you guys should be able to see the chat. It's outputting on the other video, or on the other monitor. But, so that's going to be down there. That's kind of like my map pad. Right. But some of you may have remembered me mention that I have some limited experience with actual hardcore flight sims, and one of those games was Lock-On Modern Air Combat, I believe. So, I played that game when I was a wee lad, barely understood fucking anything that was going on because the documentation was rather poor, and this was before the advent of YouTube and having shitloads of tutorials explaining literally everything about whatever the hell you're trying to do. So, I did rather poorly. But, the funny thing is, since we're in the age of DCS, this Eagle is actually kind of legacy content that can trace itself all the way back to Lock-On, because Flaming Cliffs is, an expansion pack, or was originally to Lock-On, and then Flaming Cliffs 3 was developed into DCS, which means, childhood friend here, which is kind of funny. But so I've been tinkering away in the background here, and well, I think I'm actually competent enough to fly the damn plane on a mission at least, or rather, practice on screen, I guess. I'm not exactly going to be doing a full campaign for you just yet, but, well, rather, while I'm here repeating the same missions over and over again, trying to figure out how, the best ways of killing things, or rather getting comfortable with the whole machine, well, might as well stream one or two things, but, well, we're not quite going to be doing the same mission over and over and over again, or rather the same mission that I've been doing. We're going to go on to, the clean sweep mission for the F-15, because, well, it's a complete mission, and it's basically the job of the F-15, well, C variant anyway, fly around and be a bus for AMRAAMs, and, well, I think I've learned essentially everything to complete a mission, so, let's have a practice on that, shall we? Right, well, alright, so, we're gonna go up here, and then also, if you, happen to notice something a little bit more extravagant over there, yeah, I've also installed that mod. That's probably the primary reason why I actually got the F-15. It's quite terrifying. However, unfortunately, since it's a mod vehicle, you have to basically tear apart the missions and insert the thing into it, which is somewhat easier than, I make that sound, but I haven't done that yet. So, yeah, the villain plane is here, and she's quite fucking terrifying. But onto the regular F-15 for the proceedings currently. So, like I was saying, we're going to play Clean Sweep, which is, your bog-standard, combat air patrol. So, let's see here. Prior to conducting strikes in the Russian Caucasus region, air dominance must be achieved. A flight of 4 Eagles conduct a fighter sweep of the AOR to reduce enemy air power. Fly around a bit and shoot anything that's broadcasting a different IFF than ours. But right, achieving air dominance, your first steps will be to to reduce the Russian fighter threat by conducting fighter sweeps. The purpose of the sweep being the maximum destruction of enemy air power. Kill everything. So, clear to engage anything in the air. Good, good. So we are the technical flight leader of a flight of 4, but you see, communications are kind of an incredibly clunky thing with you know, with VR, because that requires the use of the keyboard because there's way too many fucking things to bind. The voice attack is an option, and quite funnily enough, I might actually consider getting voice attack just for communications, which is funny because you're doing that with your own voice anyway. Or you should be, rather than mashing the F keys. If you don't know, DCS, in addition to being a very, you know, a very in-depth and detailed flight simulator, is also keybind hell. I've gotten kind of over that, though, mainly because the F-15 is fairly simple for a, well, a plane in this game, mainly because it's so old. Caucasus. Alright, so we're going to load in, and then the fun is going to begin. Right, okay, so gonna shift over here, and then, actually press go. But, right, so here we are. Also, I've been experimenting with AMD's answer to DLSS, and the results are actually quite promising. I managed to actually find a nice middle ground where the frame rate isn't ass, but I can actually see most things without horrible jaggy edges. It's actually pretty good. It's basically upscaling technology, so basically it cheats, it down renders the game, and then upscales it using renderers that are cheaper on the hardware than actual normal rendering. So basically what you get is the effect without all of the hardware, or rather you can utilize you can get more out of the hardware that you have, which is very nice for VR because you need 90 FPS or as close as you can get it. But I ain't getting 90 FPS in DCS, unfortunately. But well, just gonna have to deal with it. And, yeah, 30 to 40 FPS isn't ideal for VR, but, well, I've seen worse. But, so, our friends, the AI F-15, or F-16s over there, right? We're the F-15s, they're the F-16s, but that's not the F-16, in the flashy module. That's actually probably a model that's as old as I am in terms of DCS. But, so, while they get along with it, let's see. So, this is an old module, so startup is actually a whole lot fucking simpler than, any of the new ones. If you have a fully interactive cockpit with the high-fidelity models, you gotta memorize the startup procedure, flip buttons, and, do things in a specific order in a flight checklist. Oop. Lost tracking there. But, the F-15 is pretty simple. It's 4 fucking buttons. So, as I have them mounted, electrical power on, canopy down. Alright. Alright, lock, and spool up right engine. Now, we're going to watch that dial spin up nice there, and when it gets to about 67, I believe, we can spool up the left engine. Now, you would need like 8 different fucking steps if this was the F-16 or the Tomcat, but again, the C is very old. However, apparently, the F-15E is getting a high-fidelity module at some fucking point. Okay. So that's at 67, and then left engine, power on. Right.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 291, 480 at 5,000, cold.
I believe our call sign is forward, and Wizard 1-1 is our AWACS for the mission. So basically, he's going to tell me where all the assholes are, but usually you can see where all the assholes are before he actually tells you, or your wingman. They just kind of background noise in your ears. So, okay, so 67 to 67, we are ready to go, and it's that simple. So, what we're going to do is we're going to,
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 253, 430 at 15,000, flanking.
You're going to hear bra a lot. That's actually military code, but giggle now. You're going to hear it a lot, and it's going to get old. But, so, I don't actually have a HOTAS. I have to rely on the Z slider on the back of my, RWR, but on the back of my, joystick. So, not ideal, but it works. So, not max power. So we're just going to use just enough to get rolling here. Yeah, thank you for automatically granting clearance. Okay, those F-16s taken off yet? Yeah, they look like they're starting their roll. I think. Bruh squadron. Right, okay, so we're just going to use the rudder to just very gently move us onto the taxiway. And these are our wingmen here that are going to be following us as we go. Very gentle, and then off we go. Now we just putter on down the taxiway onto the runway. So the F-16s are taking off now. Rather, both of them did. I didn't see the other one take off, but there you go.
Bra 264, 435 at 15,000, cold.
Okay. Very gently nudge her over there.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 264, 435 at 15,000, cold.
Okay, so that's bearing range. I don't know what the third number is, but then also altitude. I'm slowly deciphering all of this shit. But basically that's the game cheating and telling you where the fuck people are. But it's realistic cheating, so that means it's okay. Okay, our wingmen are rolling behind us. Can't see them, but they're back there. Okay. Kind of bring the cable up behind me to give me some slack here, because that's one downside of the fucking Index. Wireless is definitely the fucking future, because Jesus Christ, the worst part of the Index is the fucking cable. It gets in the way, it's very fucking delicate, and you can feel it tugging on you if you don't have the, quite enough slack, and even sitting down, it's not quite great. And also, because it's fucking delicate, you don't want to tug on it, because then it might just crap out on you, and that's $100, or, well, a long wait for Steam support. But, so, let's just slow down a little bit as we turn onto the runway. It's not exactly a picture-perfect turn, but, I'm not exactly a picture-perfect pilot. I kind of just, this is kind of... This isn't really a military outfit. This is actually the set for a new Iron Eagle movie, basically. Okay, so... Also, fun fact. You know how dense I was as a child? That's the RWR right there. I thought that was the navigation system back then, because I thought, oh, well, these must be waypoints. They're not waypoints. Actually, the navigation system is incredibly not fucking obvious, and I never would have picked it up. Climb 300 QFE. I do not know what that means, but climb bearing 300, he says. But okay, so. Okay, we're gonna get ourselves aligned on the runway. Let's see. Everybody's waiting. Alright, so we're going to hold the wheel brake. I believe this is standard procedure.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 280, 490 at 5,000 hot.
290, so that's over there. But right, so hold the wheel brake and then go full burner. And then wait until the engines spool up to about 90, release the brake, and then away we fucking go. Also, the flaps didn't fucking come down. Those are supposed to be automatic, but they ain't working for me. Okay, so we get up to some speed here, and then want to get off the runway before we actually pop the fucking tires. Get about 10. And rotate. Not exactly smooth, but my joystick is not the fucking best. So, gear up, flaps up. That's a SAM, but that ain't gonna be shooting at us just yet. Okay, so climb at 300, the man said. I can't see that over the fucking clouds. Thank you, amazing technology. Okay. Those are floggers. That's quite close. Okay. They haven't locked me up yet, but let's just circle over the airbase and hopefully they're not stupid enough to come fucking fight me. Have the airbase shove a Patriot missile up their ass. That beeping sound is a new target appearing on the RWR, so a new radar source painting my plane. So yet another person fucking looking at me. Learning what all the wonderful fucking noises are is very important to staying a fuck alive. So that chattering you hear, tick, 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 that's someone's radar going back and forth across the plane. It gets faster when they're about to shoot at you. Okay. Alright, so that was a bit sloppy here. Okay, so probably should turn on the radar, see if they're anywhere close. And also, yes, the wonderful entire thing you're going to be doing in an F-15. 2509, okay. Right, so... And now we're going to play Super Breakout with AMRAAMs. Okay, so... Okay, right, so... BVR, track well scan, and I'm going to assume those are both floggers because they're bricks and bricks are hostiles. Son of a bitch, I lost him. Huh. Easier popular right now, I know, right? That's all the F-15s behind me. That the radar is just declaring a threat, even though that should be, you know, they should know if it's a friendly or not. Okay, so, are they... What's going on here? Where the fuck are those floggers? They seem to have dipped, or they're in an aspect that I cannot actually see. You're right, all that beeping. Yeah, still waiting on that DCS VTuber where every single time someone follows or subs, it makes that noise in the middle of the stream. Unintelligible mess. But okay, so the floggers seem to have disappeared. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to hop on the fucking nav points here. Right, okay, so... Oh, okay. You've all figured it out. I've got a, you know, cavalcade of geniuses back here. Alright, so, the system that the F-15 uses is basically a bunch of pre-programmed nav points that guide you around on your flight path. You see that little notch at the top of the screen there, the HUD, you know, that bearing indicator? You see that little line right next to the arrow? Yeah, it's the waypoint. 13-year-old me would have never figured that the fuck out. So I'm not exactly holding it against me, because holy shit, that's not obvious. A new VTuber, Monarch from Project Wingman. Yeah, all he does is speak in RWR tones. But right, okay, so we're, dragging a little ass here. So let's just bring that up to about... military power. Right, okay. So we're gonna fly straight and we're gonna hop on... Floggers aren't looking at me, or they're not close enough for them to register on my RWR, which means they're most likely not a threat. But we're gonna follow. We're gonna do this correctly and follow all the waypoints, and then go about our business. Because I spent so much time actually learning this shit, and there goes the tracking again. Dad. There are those fucking floggers again. Also, so where am I? Huh. Huh. Okay, so I'm heading towards the waypoint, but it's not actually getting any hang the fuck on here. Eh? Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm heading away from it. Okay, that was... I was on the wrong setting. That's the landing beacon setting, because I'm a moron. I haven't actually learned all of these things, but I was heading in the complete wrong fucking direction. Okay, great. Right. Okay, those floggers want something. Okay, yeah, they're close. Okay. Well, boys. Alright, burner on. Track while scan. Where are you, sons of bitches? You're right on top of each other? Yep, they're right on top of each other, so lock and lock. So you know that 4 times multi-missile from Ace Combat? Yeah, the F-15 can actually fucking do that. Yep. That's a hard lock. Alright. Let's joust, motherfucker! Okay, we are in minimum range. Can get a little closer, and it ain't shooting at me. RWR hasn't gone off yet. They're tracking probably the rest of my flight, but not me. Okay, we're closing in to optimal range, and Fox 3. Fox 3. Okay, Pitbull, that's gonna hit him before it goes fucking Pitbull. Clap. Splash 1. Splash 2. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what the F-15 is good at. That right there. '29. MiG. Or rather, it could be a MiG, or it could be an SU. They use basically the same radar system, and the RWR can't tell them apart. MiGs are manageable. Su-27s, though, are scary, because their missiles actually fucking track. As I found out, unfortunately. Okay, so, there's some MiG-29s over there. So rather than actually continue steamrolling directly at them, let's actually fucking get to our nav point and actually continue on our little flight here, because we know they're over there, but they're not close enough to be a threat yet. And that's 2 AMRAAMs down. We've got 4 more left. Because we went with the, well, actually, no. Yeah, the pylon ones went first. So, we've got 4 underneath the fuselage, and then 2 on the wings, and then 2 on the wings just went out. We've got 2 Sidewinders as a backup, and a gun. And we have to do this whole mission with just that load, because unfortunately, unlike Ace Combat, you can't have a billion fucking AMRAAMs on your F-15, at least until the EX actually is added to something. Then we can have 16 fucking AMRAAMs, and we don't give a shit. Okay, we are way off course, but, well, the course settings, don't involve, being shot at, so, oh well. Okay, that's just the, 15s behind me. It's the rest of the flight catching up. And the F-16s have come back around. Okay, that's objective 1. That means we've hit nav point 1. Are you confident enough to try and gun run an enemy plane? Yes. However, we're going to be smart and use the AMRAAMs first to kind of avoid that for as long as possible. Alright, so that's nav point 1 passed. Now automatically on to nav point 2, which is going to probably take us directly towards those 29s. So yeah, again, see that little bar on the right-hand side of the bearing wheel there? Bearing tape? Yep, and that's the way I'm supposed to be going. Well, not exactly, because we're not exactly on course, but close enough. Again, yeah, young me would have never figured this out, because we're kind of spoiled when we play video games. All of the important UI elements are really big and obvious, but in the military world, we get a little tiny line that looks like it might actually be like the lower part of a, a bearing marker, because typically they don't just have markers on the top, they might have them on the the bottom side too. So again, the wonders of military technology. You actually need training to notice this shit. Yes, I see. Using the modern USAF tactic, not the World War II USAF tactic. Yes, we have missiles that work. Very good missiles on planes that have very good radars as well. Speaking of which, we should be looking at ours, which does not want to actually go into regular scan mode, which is kind of annoying. But okay, so... Huh. That's very strange. I mean, I can operate like that, but it doesn't actually want to go back into, whatchamacallit, it's TWS and AWS, I think? So, I don't know exactly what's going on here. So yeah, TWS, and it isn't going back to the main mode, which is not quite sure how that works out. And also, I switched nav beacons, so... No. Okay. Yeah, we're on the nav point 2, which is directly in front of us. That's very strange, but we can operate with this. We're not totally impaired. See it positively. If you wreck many planes, the Air Force must buy new planes. Yes, I'm thinning out the old members of the, of the herd before we can sell them to banana republics. So that's very weird. I can't actually extend that either, which is kind of annoying. I can, do up and down. Also bound to a fucking key because keybind hell. But I can't extend left or right. I can sweep left and right. Yep, there we go. Uh-huh. Do we have approximate location of that spike? It's, well, from the RWR, it's directly in front of us. Okay, bearing 296, 70 miles at 5,000 feet. So somewhere over in this direction. 70 miles. Again, welcome to the F-15. You stare at the B-scope, which is what it's called, if I remember correctly, and you play Super Breakout with AMRAAMs. The Russians are the bricks. So let's get a little higher here so we don't get targeted by those fucking SAMs. Also, yeah, dragging ass a little bit there. We don't want to go too, heavy on the burners, but in the end, well, we got 3 drop tanks. It is pretty realistic. Equipment failure is relatively common in real life. I don't think it's equipment failure. I think it's just down to I press something and I don't exactly know how to disable it. Because typically I just hit this button and she goes back to normal. Because that's the button you switch to track while scan. But she won't go back to the normal mode for some bizarre reason I can't explain. Huh. Yeah, I did it again. Okay. Now 0.2, because we're in the area, clearing the clouds. And we should have gotten way fucking closer by now, so we're going to go to 10,000 feet and then level off. Well, apparently that's objective 2 marked off. Okay. Speed her down, level her out, and then find these fucking MiGs. Ooh.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 302, 450 at 9,000, flanking.
Okay, so 302, 50 miles.
Contact bearing 303.50. 4, contact bearing 304.45.
45. There we go. Soon, Sidewinder, soon. Also, I think she's actually gone back to normal mode now. Oh wait, no, that's the visual radar lock. There we go! I have no idea what the fuck just happened, but sure, fine. Okay, there we go. I think I had to switch over to, that's whatchamacallit, that's the visual radar lock? Okay, so these fuckers are out there somewhere. So they're fairly close, so they're somewhere around 40 to 50. Jesus goddamn Christ.
4, contact bearing 301.40. 4, strike 12 o'clock.
Yeah, literally right in front of me.
4, strike 12 o'clock. Bra 300, 440 at 13,000 knots.
Here I am fucking with the radar scope. There we go. There we go. Alright. Just in case if they're picking them up before I can. Okay, that looks like a stable lock. Rather, a stable trace. We're going to go into a track while scan. And lock these fuckers up. Looks like it's just one, or maybe there's two directly on fucking top of each other. So, yep, there's two directly on top of each other, which means locking this one's gonna be kind of odd. Nope, no, I managed to thread the needle there. Get better at that, because you can't press it twice on two things. Rather, you can't press it, directly on top of each other. You'll just go into a focused mode against a single target, and you won't get that other guy. Okay. Hit the burners to get some speed here. The missiles are more effective if you're actually faster. So if you release the AMRAAMs at a higher speed, they'll perform better. Okay. They locked me. See how close we can get before they shoot back. Okay. Waiting for that little bar to get a little lower to that bar just before the bottom. That's the no escape zone. That's the you're fucked line. Okay, they're not shooting at me, but Fox 3. Fox 3. Those weren't exactly optimally aimed, but they're shooting at my friends, so. Okay. Come on, baby. One of those trash. Okay. Splash 1. Okay, you son of a bitch. Ooh. Ooh, Jesus fucking Christ. That man hooked a fucking R-60 at me, I think, or a radar missile. Jesus Christ, that one got close. Alright, you son of a bitch. And Guns! Yeah! There's your gun kill. Kill the air brake because I'm putting thrust in while the air brake's out. Okay, so, Splash 2, unfortunately trashed one AMRAM. Those are like gold. Okay, so... Not yet, Sidewinder. Soon. Very soon, but not yet. Okay. Yeah, going back into... Flipping to the third mode is actually, you know, sets my radar back the way I want it to. That's really weird. Okay, right, so... Back to navigation mode, because that was waypoint 2 clear, so... Right, Alt. We're on to nav point 3. Which we blitzed right past. So cut those burners, we don't have infinite fuel. That's objective 3. It's one way to make your plane lighter, letting loose with the cannons. Yep. Get. Oh, that's not good. Okay, more 29s. What could they possibly be? Could they be more MiGs, or they could be flankers this fucking time? But okay, roll that shit back around. They're close. Okay.
Ford 1-1, Wizard 1-1, pop-up group 276, 424 at 2,500 hot.
Okay, hot meaning they're pointed directly fucking at me. Alright, there we go. Lock. Lock. Ah. Hello, Mr. Haas. Thank you for following. Welcome to the show here. Also, I pushed lock when I was in navigation mode, and also I just tripped them off. Son of a bitch. Okay, they're low. Okay, crank the burners, get some speed here, and we're just gonna launch real fucking early. Fox 3. Fox 3, and we're out of fucking AMRAMs. Surprisingly, none of them shot at me yet. Well, there was that one MiG that fired a missile at me, but that wasn't, that was an IR missile, not a radar one. Nobody shot at me in BVR yet. Okay. Slow down. Okay, the MiG-29s. Clap. And clap. All right. 6 kills. I'm an ace. Okay, now we just need to make sure we make it back to base and don't run out of fuel or get slapped by another fucking Russian plane coming out of nowhere. Because now we're out of AMRAMs. All we have is Sidewinders, which we could work with, but that unfortunately we've lost our amazing, comfortable standoff capability that is BVR. You know, the thing my plane is very good at, but you know what, she's quite the dogfighter too. We just have to not get shot by BVR missiles now. Because they're going to show up with BVR missiles. I have to dodge them now. Woe was me, I actually have to play against my own shit. Okay, give her a little bit more gas out there. Air brake's not out. Okay. Alright. Not exactly the smoothest turn in the world. Okay, that's online. Is it on our course marker? No, but we're getting fucking tossed off our goddamn course by all these random contacts, so oh well. Air intercept? What the f... So That was reduced to 0. What the fuck am I doing with that? Good lord. Okay, so. No, Sidewinder, calm yourself. Just going back to regular radar mode. The Sidewinder growls. It is always angry. Always, always angry. And when it shrieks, it's ready to kill. We will most likely be using said Sidewinder for the next engagement, should we get one. That, if I'm not mistaken, is a radar site down there. Which, that ain't our business. Military power, we should be okay. Give it. What? Where? What? Thank you for resubscribing, Martin. Welcome to the show, sir. Okay, so we are on track to nav point 4, and we'll pass it shortly. 31. 31. Fox sounds. Okay. Okay, so 4 sets. So we have foxhounds now. Isn't that great? And I don't have BVR missiles.
Pop-up group 073-440 at 1,500 knots.
They're real fucking low. What the fuck are they doing that low? But okay, so 073. 40 miles. Yep, there they are. Oh, they can see me. Well. That's not my RWR, that's my iPhone. Excuse me. Okay, boys, now we're gonna have to play fucking chicken. But here's the thing. I know they can't fucking turn. Yes. Soon, Sidewinder, soon. It hungers for blood. However, that's kind of funny. They haven't shot at me once. Okay, so... Well, aside from that one MiG shooting at me, but BVR, I'm actually getting lucky. They're shooting at all my friends and not me. Okay, 10,000. Yep, that's not aimed at me. There we go. Must have turned front on, couldn't get a lock. Okay. 8 miles. Oh, he's running. Or not. Oh, right, no, that's ready to close, my bad. Alright. Hey, Ivan! Catch! Oh, fuck. Come on! Come on! Come on! Ah! Alright, fucker, let's go. Where's the other cocksucker? Oh, fuck. Okay, they're engaged over there. I think I've got enough room to actually engage this guy. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, boy, that's one of my friends. Okay. Well... that's a man down. Looks like that perfect kill record for the Eagle just went out the fucking window. Fuck it. Fox 2. Where the fuck is he? He ain't fucking dead. Guns. Do. Uh-oh. Ah, no. The other Meg got me. Son of a bitch. Well, that's why it's training, folks. Pretty soon you lose that grin. Pretty soon you lose that grin. Pretty soon you lose that grin. Cried the fair young maiden. Wow, guys. Oh, well, at least somebody got him. There you go. It's up to you now, fucking 3. Good luck. Well. Yes, Trainer, like Sin Shadow is just a sport. We're all still waiting for that, whatchamacallit, old boys high school, but it's airplanes. Even though, unfortunately, that would be, well, as much as we'd like that for the sake of, it's giving the guy something to do, it's also going to be rampantly homosexual. So, it's not exactly what we're looking for. The girls will like it, definitely. But, unfortunately, we got blapped. Got 8 kills, though. Well, 7 kills. That last one wasn't ours. But oh well. It's training, so we're gonna run the whole fucking thing again. Because, welcome to actually learning a skill. It takes a lot of blind brute force repetition and memorization, even though part of this is going to be adapting to new threats as they come in, so eventually I can't play this mission over and over again, I'll just memorize where all the fucking guys are. But, well, it works for now. What's some more homoerotic beach ball? Top Gun references everywhere. But, okay. Alright. As we were. Electrical power on. Canopy down. Right engine start. As you can see, I can kill people, I can fly to the waypoints, and I can acquire and shoot people. I'm playing most of the game. I can also take off. Haven't landed yet, though. Landing's still kind of messy. But I'm like 75% of the game there. Me, learning DCS. What a shock and surprise that is. Never thought I'd have the time or the fucking keybinds. Okay, 67. Left engine start. We have to wait for the F-16s to go first. So what did we learn on the last run? Do not get into a close-in turn fight when there are multiple enemies looking around that we can't actually keep tabs on. Don't just jump into the target and start turning on someone just because you can't see the other enemy. Unfortunately, well, could have flared up there, but IR missiles don't get warnings. You just have to see them. Which means you have to be paying attention. I thought you would have learned from War Thunder, Goon. Think, Goon, think. You've been playing War Thunder. Avoid the missiles is something you should obviously know. I know, but I have to kill the man. But okay, alright, so they're through. Engines are spooled up, so let us just go down the runway and begin again. but I was looking good up until the point where I got shot. So, well. Perhaps I should actually use the Sidewinders on the less effective targets that come first, and then save the BVR missiles for the big scary things I don't actually want to fight. Yes, I know. However, welcome to DCS, where my allies are even more fucking useless.
291, 480 at 5,000.
Or I could actually bind a key to pre-flare. That might actually help out. I can mash Q, and that's countermeasure, that's chaff and flares. However, don't got many flares. Also need to be able to see the fucking missile coming. So, bring it around a little fast. And now we wait. Just use guns on everything. This would involve me getting in, but hey, I got 2 gun kills. Come on. I mean, one was right before I fucking died, but that MiG-29 was fucking clean. Him and his fucking, like, fucking 90-degree off-bore fucking heater. Fucking Gelb team over there. Firing missiles fucking behind them. Alright, he's off. Our turn.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 264, 435 at 15,000 gold.
I'm sure you want to show off the active. The active isn't modded into nearly enough missions for it to be really effective as a trainer, but this is the C. The E is coming to be announced soon. It's also a 2-seater. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to have an F-15, but it's the Tomcat in terms of, fidelity. So that's going to be a whole bunch of fun to learn. But hey, I've learned basically the HUD symbology, B-scope, the RWR. Obviously you're going to need to learn how to use all the other buttons. But I'm mostly on the way there to actually learning, being able to just kind of, gravitate into that. Obviously, I'm going to have to sit in the tutorial and figure out the startup procedure and all the other shit, but for the most part, I could, give me enough time here, and I think they are, because it's probably not coming out anytime soon. I could adjust to the full, clicky pit here. At least I know how to fly the machine, worst case scenario. Yeah. Okay, so hold the brake. Burns to full. And go. Okay, I don't know why she tilts like that on the runway, but it's really fucking annoying, and it also can be very fucking dangerous. Okay, tilt that back up at about 10 degrees. Drifting a little bit, and she doesn't really like going up smoothly, but we're up. Gear up, flaps up. Okay. Make sure we're on the correct nav mode now. I'm gonna keep the burners on and climb. Can't see the HUD at all, thanks clouds. Bank until we actually see the nav marker for 0.
No floggers just yet, anyway. Back off those burners. We haven't got infinite fuel. And... there we go. Okay. Okay, that was nav 0, and holy shit, we're bang on course. Not exactly, but pretty well. So, alright, we're up at about 10,000 feet. Well, descending a bit. Right up a bit. 349. Okay. Whoop! I got him. Okay, so let's just keep on course here. Managed to pick them up before they picked us up. And there goes our perfect course alignment. Oh well. Must BVR floggers. Must kill Voshkodostian Air Force. Okay, we are in... I believe we're in minimum range. Son of a... You're joking, right? They're right fucking there. Alright. You wanna play stupid games? We'll just use the visual. Because I can see the dots. I know they're right there. No, nothing. There we go. Reacquired. Oh, that's what happened. They turned away from me. Okay, since they're cold, we're gonna get real fucking close. Real fucking close and real fucking fast. And we're going right to the no escape zone. Well, I think that's the no escape zone. No. Nope. Yep, that's the no escape zone. However, he's maneuvering now, so it's fucking running away. Alright, well, fuck it. Box 3. Missile away. Watch that fucking pitbull timer at 10 seconds. Well, 10 seconds for the other guy. Okay, I think I got enough gimbal range to make the shot. Box 3. Splash. 4. 3, it's gonna hit him before it goes pitbull. Clap. Okay, splash 2. That's what happens when they're not fucking looking at you. Even though, when they're not looking at you and maneuvering around, the fucking aspects fuck with the radar. Let's play here, so you can ask anything you need. Though it looks like you got it.
Yeah, I managed to figure out most of this just by watching, you know, Grim Reapers and Growling Sidewinder tutorials. At least the F-15, at least. I gotta do some finesse work on my controls, though, since it's not exactly amazingly smooth. But that's probably down to my stick. I have to have, like, a 30, you know, a size 30 dead zone in order to get the jangle out of it, because it's not exactly been stored very well.
She ain't exactly the best stick ever, but she works, and I don't have a HOTAS, so I have my hand like clawed over the WASD area, which is, you know, where the countermeasures are, and then, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is HUD modes. Tilde is radar on, caps lock is the air brake.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, pop-up group 3849, 435 at 500, flanking.
Well, we were bang on course. Now we're not.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 309, 470 at 5000, flanking.
And hours of practice. Yeah, this game will destroy your wallet if you let it. Which is why I didn't go full ham and then buy something like the Tomcat, because I don't have any money, and also I don't have nice things like HOTAS. Even though, well, got the index, and that's paying dividends, I suppose. Because one of the major frustrations keeping me away from, you know, flight sims is not being able to do this. Even though I didn't do that before, and that's why I got hit by a fucking R60. .29s. Contacts bearing that away.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, pop-up group 331, 435 at 3000 knots.
35 miles, 3,000 feet, pissed off and heading in our direction. Got it. Okay, looks like we're draining from the left tank, which is slowly emptying, I think. Okay, so we're at nav point 2, bring it around. There we go. Okay, now it's doing it properly. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Beforehand, it wouldn't actually switch back to the normal radar mode from track while scan, but now it does. Don't get it. 337. 323.
322, 428 at 17,000 knots.
322. That would be this direction, which is about where the radar tells us. 25. Now they're foxbats? Okay. Yep, they know I'm here. Question is, though, where the fuck are they? Oh, that's 2 groups of enemies. Oh no. That's somebody shooting at me. Oh no. Yeah, I ain't got a lock here, kids. That ain't gonna work. Okay, so you know what? That's 2 missiles shot at me, so F-pull. Dump, dump, dump. I appear to have ditched the lock. Good. See, that sound was somebody actually fucking shooting at me. Now, I'd like to be able to pick up the, you know, the assholes who just shot at me radar. You didn't seem to be able to do that, but we're gonna have to turn back here, and they're gonna come right at us. Speed 300, yeah, I can make that turn. Oh boy, they're at it again. Oh boy. Okay, I ditched them. Boy howdy, they're getting really trigger happy up there. Okay, the MiG's turning away. Top MiG's turning away. Low MiG is running away from me. Looks like the other MiG is F-pulling out of the fucking way if he hasn't been... Actually, no, he's going in. Yeah, no, he's going in. Or... not. Wow. He got real fucking low. Alright, we're gonna hit him with a Sidewinder. Fox 2. Clap! Whoa! Alright, I guess it's a shared victory then. Where's that other ass at? Okay, 5 miles. Yeah, I know. Don't jerk the stick back that far, you'll go blind! Alright, my buddy's got the other one. No, not that. No, Sidewinder, that's a friendly. I think that's our Hawkeye in the distance there, but okay, radar, what the fuck happened there? No? Okay, nothing on the scope here. Guess we're going back to nav mode. That is... Oh, that's a shoot. That's gonna be us in 5 minutes if I keep doing that. Hey, that's them over there. Is it just me or are we short an eagle? We may have lost an eagle back there. What a shame. Again, that perfect kill rate. That 0 to 100 kill record gone in an instant. Oh no. Okay, we should be on course here, and there's nothing on the radar at fuck knows how far. Gain some altitude here while we're heading on to the next point. We are 8 miles? 6 miles? Yeah, 8 miles. Okay. Now, I'm wondering where those 29s went. I saw a second group out there before the Foxbats showed up. Because apparently we're doing the roll of all the Russian aircraft that we can manage to fucking send at us up here. But I suppose this is, again, a quintessential look at what the F-15 is supposed to be fighting and what it's also good at. Again, this is probably the simplest operation that I can manage here. There's no fancy schmancy targeting pods or any other, ancillary, sensors, and no overly long, rather, I suppose, realistically long, but unnecessarily long for a video game's startup procedure. It is literally just, I am the man that shoots the AMRAAMs. I am the man who clears the sky. That is what the F-15 is supposed to be. Or the C model, at least. They're the 29s. I'm a ground pounder at heart, but holy fuck, ground pounding in a realistic scenario is way harder than this. Okay, C301 at 60, which we should be able to see. However, it's probably because my radar scope is not low enough. Because I believe that goes down to... Actually, no, that goes down to 0. Okay, what the fuck? They're just not showing a big enough radar picture to show up. Oh, there they are.
303, 445 at 8,000 knots.
Got them both. All right, we've got 4 AMRAAMs left and 1 Sidewinder. Okay. Straight in. It's the Hawkeye. Okay, they are at 13,000 feet at 40 miles. If you can see there, the gauge on the right side of the screen there, that's our effective missile range here. So what we want to do is we get that arrow all the way down to that big bar that's shrinking, and they're turning around. But you see the bar, the bigger bar that's moving, that is actually that's our minimum range. But looks like actually they're flanking, so they're heading away. It looks like they're turning. The missile has the most range when the enemy's heading straight fucking towards you. However, when they're running away from you, the missile has considerably less range. Okay, now they're pissed off. Yep. Come on, get in that minimum range. Let's go. Give it a little bit extra room. Fox 3. Also, I didn't check that other guy. Son of a bitch. There we go. Fox 3. They shot a missile at me, but I gotta wait. 3, 2, 1. Pitbull. And now we run away from that fucking missile. Oh boy. Clap. Clap. Okay, 2 kills. Good, because we're running out of fucking missiles. So good. Managed to engage the targets. Keep the semi-actives on target until they're self-sufficient. That's what Pitbull means. That means the missiles are off on their own. They have their own internal radar and they hunt their own targets. So Pitbull, get the joke. And then managed to F-pull out of the way of the incoming BVR missiles, or rather made the enemies turn so fucking violently that they lost track. So another good round of kills here. So we were on 3, I believe. There are my boys. Still alive, eh, buddies? Yep. Oh, shit! That is 2 fucking contacts right goddamn behind us. Fucking in front of me. Well. Oh shit.
Splat! Hey, I got them both. Oof. You see, I was fucking around too much. I got him, but I was fucking around with track while scan. I should have just fired a single shot at them rather than fucking around at that range. Oh well, more lessons learned. You can't always, you know, super duper ace combat multi-missile lock. It's not always the best option. Just salsa, 2-rank promotion. Double rank promotion for this pile of salsa in the Georgian field. Oof. But again, well, third time's the charm, I suppose. Triple on. Canopy down. I think I pressed the wrong button. Nope, I pressed the right button. Okay. I thought I pressed the start left engine first. Alright, so when the enemy is within visual range, i.e. less than 10 miles, play it fucking safe. As in, acquire locks as fast as humanly possible, fire missiles, and get the fuck out of there. Okay. Left engine start. Ooh, there we go. How many times have I seen these F-16s crawl past me? How many times have I woken up this morning, ate the same meal, drank the same coffee, and sat in the same cockpit before I die? We are becoming home run in F-15, but I think, honestly, someone's probably made that idea at least into a forecoma. But what have we learned? Don't fuck around in, you know, turning fights with multiple enemies that are in positions that could cover each other. Whoop, 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 a little fast. Do not fiddle around with the fucking, you know, with the B-scope here when the enemies are in visual range. That's what the third scope on, that's what the third mode on the HUD is for. That's for, I believe, visual range acquisition, where you basically put the line on the enemy and the radar will automatically acquire him. Okay. Little fast there. Slow down. Like, I'm sure the F-16 pilot is attractive, but I'm not that eager to get that fucking close. Yes, it's called Sky Crawlers, remember? Oh yeah, right, that. That wasn't really about saving anyone, that was more about clone children being thrown into war for the entertainment of other people. No one was really trying to save anything there. I don't think, anyway. Though I should consider cracking open this mission and inserting the active in here, because the active is, oh boy, it's a thing. It's a questionably accurate thing, because we can't necessarily be 100% realistic in DCS if you're not an official developer. You don't get access to the full SDK. However, yeah, the active turns like a motherfucker.
And I mean, hey, if the CO from Skycrawlers is any indication... I mean, yes.
We could have our Ichigo face here in an F-16, even though... I mean, the F-16's an angry little plane. Fitting, but not quite in the way I'd usually cast it. But then again, if we keep going, we're gonna wind up at that one weird fucking, you know, comic where it's Evangelion, but they're all flying Tomcats. With no Rios, of course. Because what sense? Ace Combat 5 did it, where they had Tomcats as the fucking, you know, as the star attraction, you know, plane for their pilots. However, they only had 4 fucking characters. And the other 4 Rios were just nameless, faceless mooks. Such is life as Radar Man.
Kensuke was Shinji's Rio. Oh.
I misremembered that. All I remember about that is Mari shows up singing. And unfortunately, Mari still doesn't have any fucking character development, so hell, maybe that fucking, you know, maybe that comic had, you know, more character development than, you know, for Mari than 4.0 did. I wonder what they thought of. Because clearly Anno had no intention of telling us who the fuck Mari is other than, it's my wife, shut up. Which, I can understand, but come on, man. Come on. Alright. We'll break on.
I remember Mario like that ate shit and died, but I don't know if that was actually her.
But burners to full, flaps down, and go. Well, sir, I'm taking off anyway, so deal with it. I'm already on my takeoff roll, damn it! Fill out the paperwork later.
I have no idea why that happened, but okay.
I have a mission to get to, sir. I need to cleanse the sky of Russians. That burner a little bit. Turn that radar on, and then maybe we'll find those mysterious contacts they are referring to, that I hope are not the radar towers. Because yes, we should know, the radar towers are there. We should already know about that. That should have been in the brief. Hey! Okay. Okay, we got him. Locked them both. But if we keep closing this quickly, they may not realize. Looks like they're turning on.
Fort 1-1, weather 1-1, bra 238, 428 at 15,000 knots.
Okay, they're going right. They haven't locked me. They may not know I exist. However, they look like they're running. Because our rate of close is evaporating very quickly. I just lost one. Yeah, they're turning tail and fucking running by the looks of it. There's one. There's two.
Contact medic 2-405-122.
Yep. They have no idea I'm behind them.
Contact medic 2-405-122.
They have entered the no escape zone.
Fort 1-1, weather
You are now going to Brazil.
228,
Fox 3.
410 at 15,000.
Fox 3. Pitbull in now.
Fort 1-1, bra 227, 48 at 15,000 knots.
Bang, bang. Okay. See you later, Vasco da Stians. Okay, so. Alright. Back to standard mode. But, let's see here. We're going to... I believe we completed nav point 1, so we don't have to go over there, but we'll do there. We'll go there to be complete and also get some space. Martin, don't remind me that Mari is basically just memes. It's really sad. For once, I wanted an enthusiastic character, and you know, something like Evangelion with the detail that Evangelion really has. So that Anno can tell us a story about a waifu who has deep motivations to want to pilot the giant robot, but nope, didn't get any of that. The only person that actually wants to pilot the giant robot is Asuka, and why? Because she's an incredibly fragile egomaniac. She's actually a servant in a way, which is kind of funny. I didn't intend that at all, but... yeah, no, she just wants to pilot the giant robot because she has to be literally the best at fucking everything. Because her mom didn't love her. Which, I mean, okay, but I wanted someone who was a little bit more enthusiastic and not a total bitch. But, nope. Ain't getting that. It is too late. The ship has left the port, and she is not coming back unless Anno decides to make another movie after 4.0, which he probably won't do, and if he does, it's kind of the understudy making up for all the shortcomings of 4.0. And 4.0 does have shortcomings, in that it literally doesn't fucking explain goddamn anything. And with a massive jump from, you know, 2.0 to 3.0, you kind of needed to pay that shit off. Really, 4.0 only really confirms at the end that the rebuilds are inferior to the TV series in terms of development and depth. Which is what people actually said about them, and it went and proved all of those critics correct. Which... wow, we waited years for that. I mean, it was fun to watch, drunk, but
that was about it. That's kind of the problem with the rebuilds. They're fun to watch, but in terms of actually analyzing them, there's nothing really there. I mean, even the surface level shit in the TV series has more actual, like, stated depth than half of the shit in the rebuilds. And I don't mean, like, inferring random bullshit. I mean, like, shit like Misato's entire character development, which was gutted out of the fucking movies for some reason.
The more I look at it, the more the story just suffered in favor of the movie's message.
It would seem so. Which, in the end, I suppose the message was kind of generic, and while it would have been, you know, it's kind of nice to hear it, we needed everything to mean something, but we didn't need it to mean something so simple without actually, you know, with sacrificing all the detail that we would have expected out of Ava. We wanted it to end in somewhere with, you know, complexity, but with an underlying note. That's what we wanted, but what we got was an underlying note, which is, yeah, sure, fine, but in the end, it came with no complexity and just kind of throwing everything out the window. 3.0 and 4.0 are fucking acid trips. Which, in the end, we didn't need Anno for that. We could have asked anybody for that shit. Make some, you know, wacky fucking... I swear to God, someone's probably made up wacky fanfiction that's on par with 3.0 and 4.0's setting. What? Contacts front? But here I am flying an F-15 over Georgia, complaining about anime! I really should have joined the Air Force, shouldn't I? Really. I would have been a man of my age. I'd be looking forward to driving one of them EXs now, with them 16 AMRAAMs. Okay, question here. If I go into tracking like that, do they just magically show up now because I'm actually searching? Or is that just a thing? No? Okay, they're too far away on the RWR to apparently register, but I still have nav modes anyway. So, going to the previous screen, I still have the what nav mode run, and then the notch in the front, that's all I really need. Getting comfortable with what modes and, you know, what information's on screen at a button press is part of training in this fucking thing. Because at least the HUD's realistic.
When do we get an episode where you're flying F-15s over the Sea of Japan for the JSDF splashing commies?
Well, when DCS wants to actually release, a South China Sea campaign, which, go right ahead, guys.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 306, 450 at 5,000, flanking.
Yeah, give you an excuse to add all those nice, flashy Japanese fucking works of art that are their libraries. Okay. They ping. There we go. Okay, they are at just over 40 miles. Switching to track wall scan. I got one. Nope. I had one. I know you're fucking out there, you cocksuckers. They must have turned away. I know they're fucking out there, though.
Contact bearing 305.35.
305. So that's over here. Yep, there they are. There he is. Burners on.
4 AMRAMs, 2 Sidewinders.
Haven't picked this up yet. That's probably it. Or rather, that's our ready to fire cue. Fine, fuck it, let's play it safe. Fox 3. Fox 3. Might have been masking by the clouds. What? Now they got me locked. Those were at least optimal launches as a minimum range. Let's see what happens. Hopefully they have enough energy to get there. Okay, they're braking. 3 seconds until pit bull. 2, 0, pit bull. And now they're off on their own. And... come on, baby. Come on, get in there. Get the fuck in there. One trashed. Yep. Splash right into the fucking water. Yep. Both shots trashed. Okay. Going to fucking Sidewinders. Fox 2. Yep, shot trash. Whoa, boy. Okay. Boys, why don't you handle that for me? I'm just gonna extend. I'm gonna extend like a motherfucker. Alright, they got one. Okay, he's still up. Is he coming at me? Oh, yeesh! Oh no. Nope, couldn't get away from it. Should have just kept going. Should have just kept going out to like 10 miles. Should have just gotten out of his engagement range. I like how both of my, well, actually all 3 of my compatriots just kind of sat there and watched that man slap me, but there's a missile. Bang! That man ejected, but he's gonna have some broken legs on the way down. Well, 4 times the charm. Okay, so what did we learn there? When you're in that situation, don't stop. Just leave. Extend way the fuck out of there, because I'm not going to be able to turn around and avoid a missile like that. I'm still in his fucking kill range. Because that's his no-escape range, and no amount of chaff and fucking around is going to help me out of that. So, well, again, lesson learned. Okay, so, electrical power on, canopy, right engine on. I probably could have avoided that by waiting a little bit more. If you fire your BVR missiles at basically minimum acquisition range, or rather maximum acquisition range, just over it, you're really running the risk that the enemy's just going to go, I turn, and then your missile's trash. Which, honestly, we can't really afford if we keep running into, and, if we're in situations like this, where I have to sit here and take on groups of enemies over and over again until I'm completely out of ordnance, which is what this is seeming like it is. Really would like that, that EX with that 16 fucking AMRAMs. That'd actually be nice. But yeah, when we pass a MiG-29, and we're going 700 knots, keep going! really keep going. Don't try and turn back into that fight when he's looking at us. And if I had actually stayed alive for a couple more seconds, one of my teammates would have slapped him in the face and he would have been done with. Alright, well, we're sitting here waiting. It's waiting for the F-16s to do their role, but I could have been, you know, starting up the other engine while I was doing that. But silly me, I'm sitting here rambling. Now, hopefully we actually get clearance to launch this time, tower. Whatever the fuck was holding us up back there, I have no idea. And good. All right. Give it a little bit of gas. At least I got this part down, Pat. I'll be a fucking expert at taking off. Even though that's a little bit too fast. I'll be an absolute fucking, yo, expert at taxiing and taking off and never coming back. That was a little...
And that's too slow, because I just stalled, and I'm holding the fucking W key like an idiot.
There we go. Thanks for the clearance this time, tower.
Right, okay, so to a stop. Burner to full. And flaps down, and we're off.
Okay, I don't know why the fuck she's twisting. I really have to figure out what the fuck's going on there. Okay. What about 10? Okay. Rotate. Gear up. Flaps up.
Yes, I do, narrate.
Playing on the index. Welcome, sir. Okay. That's enough altitude. Let's turn back on to that marker. Let's not stall while we're making that turn. Gotta stretch out my neck. Now, for all the wonders that I wanted VR for this exact purpose, I do a lot of staring directly forward. Alright. That's our nav marker. We'll out and head towards the first marker. Make sure we're level, and there we go.
Alright, so how are you going to die horribly this time?
Well, obviously the floggers are going to somehow kill me this time. Clearly. Alright, we passed nav marker 0 on to 1. Not quite on the line, but good enough. We're gonna get jumped off it anyway when we actually get contacts. Ooh! Well, there you go. I turn my radar on the moment I actually pick up targets. Alright. I was in the wrong mode. Have to switch to BVR mode first before locking up the targets, or it won't save when I switch over from nav mode.
It's almost like you need to see forward to fly.
I mean, yes, but sometimes I want to look at the MiG as he's flying past me. I need my situational awareness, even though most of my situational awareness is coming from the RWR and the radar. Mostly the RWR, because that's fucking reliable. The radar seems to lose track of shit all damn there, speak of the fucking devil. It's okay, I can see the fucking dots. Can we acquire? No? Because how this mode works is you get a radar lock if anybody passes that line from where it starts to all the fucking way up there, apparently, because that's the range of the radar. Yep, got him again though. And then I don't. Come on, Fido. Come on. There we go. So that's nav marker 1 crossed. Crossing into the no escape zone. It's running away from them, but I'm gonna get you fuckers first. Area over the line. And Fox 3. And Fox 3. Pitbull in 7. Well, it's gonna hit before he actually gets there. Okay, there go the floggers. Okay, maybe it wasn't gonna be the floggers today. Okay, well, let's just skip forward to nav point 2, because we already apparently completed objective 1, which I'm gonna assume is get to nav point 1. So let's just head over to 2, because obviously we've cleared the area. We're starting to figure out exactly how this mission works, and I think we already kind of know what's going on next. Next is going to be either the Fox Bats, Fox Hounds, or Fulcrums. One minute to nav point.
Congrats, Sadako, you're learning the game.
Ah, yes, but I guess I'll work on this where somehow I'll have the Russian pilots kill themselves before they even take off. Clearly, I'll learn to 4D chess like that. 29s. Yep. Okay, they are off the nose. I'll bail out and roll around in the dirt like a carrot. Wasn't that what I was doing on the second death where I was fucking salsa in a field? Wasn't I just a pile of carrots then? Hey. Yeah, there we go. That's our. That caused a couple of problems. The radar was compressed. I didn't notice that. The sweep angle was fucking 0. Might have been because I was down here, but that. Gotta watch out for that. That's the vertical sweep angle moving up and down on the left. So that's anywhere from 0 to 53,000 feet. I think it's all the way up to 60,000 feet. Okay, the Fulcrums don't know. At 40 miles. Let's pick up speed and start going towards them. Of course, don't lock because we're in navigation mode still. Now we're in kill mode. see if we can get close without actually setting them off. If they're turning, I'm gonna lose that lock. Nope, there we go. Yeah, they're turning. Lock the fuckers up. Okay, entering maximum range. Ain't gonna be no fucking trash shots today. Get that down to at least... Yep, there we go. Fox 3, Pitbull in 4, 3, 2, 1, Pitbull. Whoa. Hey! Okay, ditch the missiles and splash the MiGs.
Remind me what Pitbull is again?
Pitbull is a semi-active radar missile going into its self-contained homing phase. AMRAAMs have their own radar. They rely on my radar for the initial launch and approach, but switch to their own radar sets to find and seek the target after a certain distance, and therefore they're basically like heat-seeking radar missiles. Pitbull, because they'll fucking attack anyone at that fucking point, they're looking for a radar contact. For comparison, a Sidewinder is Pitbull all the fucking time because it doesn't have any radar handshaking. It just sees hot, and it will go to hot no matter what hot is, friend or foe. So that's why you probably shouldn't be firing AMRAAMs into a friendly formation like that.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we got more. Where the fuck are they? Oh, I see him. Oh, there's one. Well, fuck it. X3 and F-pull. F-pull like a motherfucker. F-pull like a motherfucker. I almost made that mistake again. Alright. I ditched it, but now I'm out of flares.
That's not good. That's not good. I'm out of flares and I'm gonna have to go into close range combat, but that's probably why I should mount chaff to a completely different button rather than mashing Q.
Alright, well, that's 2 more splashed.
so that air brake's out. Okay, there we go. Also, ooh, we're on internal. Alright, well, I think it's Shift or Alt-R? Yep, don't need those anymore. And, yeah, well, there wasn't any fuel in them anyway. Alright. You know what we should probably, what we should probably do? We should probably just head back to base now and rearm. Because we're not even halfway through our patrol, and we're on internal stores. And we only got 2 Sidewinders left. I'm not exactly feeling too comfortable. So, let's be proactive about this and just go home and get more missiles. Okay, so that would be 7 is our last nav point. So we're going to go to 7, which is over there. That should turn us onto the airfield. So we're just going to go home. Yes, we're not exactly bingo fuel, but we're definitely going to run into more combat here, and you know what? I'd rather have more missiles. So maybe that's the secret. Quit while you're fucking ahead. Just because you have the missiles doesn't mean you should be, flying around and trying to trying to expend all of your ordnance and then only then going home. The Sidewinders here are backup. We're a BVR ship. We can dogfight, but as you can see, dogfighting is very suspect. Sometimes we're fucking amazing. Other times, we're not. Also, that's a lot of red lights down there. Is that a substation? Looks like telephone poles or power wires. Yes, since I kind of want to do literally anything other than have to be the guy that flies choppers for the 3rd time in a row. We shall see. We shall see. See if I can actually complete this mission, and I think that'll be enough for today in terms of test, because we've been at this for 2 hours. This will be my training for today done. And maybe I can take a break, and then we'll play Arma later. So now we get to see if I actually fuck up on landing, which, well, that is quite the flight back. I think we lost a 15 back there somewhere too, unfortunately. Do you have enough fuel at that point? I think I have enough fuel if I don't, cheese the burners again, but if I feel like if I actually have to go into another engagement like I just did with the burners on, I'm probably not going to have too much fuel. I got maybe 1 engagement left in me, but I'd rather go back home and rearm then. So I think by the time we get over the airfield, we're probably going to have somewhere around 6,000 pounds of fuel left, which is about half the tank. Which, again, yeah, that was one more engagement, and we're spending it on going home rather than actually doing the engagement and limping home on fumes. If I don't see a buttery smooth landing, I'm going to call you the R word. We'll see about that.
But landing is interesting in the F-15 because yeah, she has a problem with slowing down and also blowing out her tires if you land too quickly. But I think I have the idea in my head. I just need to actually slow the fuck down and also figure out exactly how to work the landing guide marker because it's not exactly intuitive. But I'm hoping if I hop on the nav-7, it'll basically just hand me off to the landing marker like it's supposed to, and I won't have to fuck around. So I'll get to the last nav point, it will put me on the approach vector for the airfield, and then it'll just basically guide me in from there.
So then all you have to do is line up the stuff on the pitch ball, and then we're on the ball, and then we land.
Visual landing's also doable, but it comes down to speed with this fucking thing, because it does not like to slow down.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna wind up with, what is it, 7,000 pounds of fuel left by the time we get over there, most likely? Half a tank.
A comfortably safe return.
I think that's our field down there. Or rather, that might be a town.
Yeah, no, that's not our field. That's just the town around our field, most likely. We're still 11 miles out. It's the Hawkeye. Our wonderful AWACS. Team Bra.
Uh-huh. Combat photographer, Afghanistan.
Great job. Real great job. I don't see our airfield, but it'll put us 10 miles out from the field. I'm guessing number 3 got waxed. So here I am sitting here with the radar not all the way out. Now this should hand us off to the landing marker when we cross it. Yep. Okay. Okay, yep. There's the ball and pitch. Now, it's all about speed when we bring her in, because we really need to be ginger with it. We need to come over the field and have the gears down at like 200 knots, or we're going to overshoot. Any faster than that, we'll hit the ground and pop the fucking tires. And if we're not, whatchamacallit, if we're not down there, we'll also overshoot the runway, probably flip over trying to stop.
So, yeah.
You need to slow the fuck down. Where's our field? Is it going to turn us around when we get over there? Because I haven't actually rehearsed the landing procedure. I just know that following the waypoints will get you to the, it'll put you on the guide marker for the airfield, not exactly how it works. But assuming at some point when we actually cross this, it'll probably turn us back in, and then we'll be on approach. Or we are now. So where the fuck's the field, guys? Oh, there it is. Alright. Alright, there's our field. I would notify them that we're landing, but actually the game does a pretty good job of just telling them. Okay, we'll bring it down to not exactly idle, but low. Need to be slowing down here. Okay, we're off the ball, but where's that ball? Well, actually, yeah, because we're not on it. Occasionally glancing down on that ball, making sure we're still there. Pop the air brake a little bit, because we need to slow the fuck down. Sydney says you should be flaring all the way down there, but I think, let's try a simple... Guess that means I was too low. Okay. Flaps down, gear down. What? What? My wingman just violently exploded behind me. I'm sorry, what? I'm also landing. I will deal with this shit later. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, we're slow enough. So just bring her in. It's not exactly on the guide path, but fuck it. Oh! Whoa! Okay, little hard. Oh, no. Okay, we're in the grass. Okay. Not a picture-perfect landing. Oh, dear God! Ooh. Ah! I don't quite know what happened there, but somewhere along the line we lost a tail, and I don't think that was from the impact. How did you fuck that up? Too slow. And I couldn't take my hand off of the stick because throttle on the stick. Whoops, though. We're here. I mean, I've landed a critically damaged F-15 before.
It's funny. Oh no. We're stuck. Well, go well, boys. Well, guess that's all she wrote. Just, I'll see you at the O Club. Hope your flying day is over. It would seem as though... now I gotta actually see exactly... I got a bigger problem. Why the fuck my wingmen just decided to slam into each other behind me? I'm alive, at least. No one from my flight made it back. I was so fucking confused that I wasn't watching my speed properly, and then I just, I kind of parked her in the grass here, which is not exactly good. I'm alive, though. I'm not fucking dead. I mean, that works out, doesn't it? We lost... my entire flight is dead, but... I'm alive. I didn't die. I'd call that an improvement. I mean, I managed to disengage... find my way back to the airfield with the way that I thought was going to be there, and actually followed the guide marker down. I just didn't line the ball up correctly. I hit the ground. I'm not dead. Maybe got a concussion. Maybe came down a little bit too fast. I mean, too sharply. I was stalling. So I had to keep it above 200 to 150, I think. We came down to 150 and then we stalled. But actually, hang on here. Let's watch what the fuck happened here, because I'm not quite sure what it is, you know, transpired. I think Shift Z is to speed up. So hang on here. What the fuck just happened? So I think Shift Z accelerates time. Is it Control Z? Something like that? Hang on. We can go look at the key bindings! All these wonderful key bindings! Let's see here. Restart mission. Time accelerate. Control Z. Time normal. Shift Z. Okay, so it's left Control Z. To just accelerate here. As we were. But hey, practice. I typically don't make it to the fucking landings. So, that was my first, well, not my first mission, mid-mission rearm, but definitely, you know, first, you know, attempt at a legitimate landing, I think. That wasn't just like me fucking up another mission just so I can practice landing. Also, that fucking turn. Good lord, that left a mark. A little too sharp on that one. And also, stands to mention, I've been fucking around with DCS for like less than a week, so I've gotten the kill part down. Not necessarily the you know, the operating the aircraft safely and efficiently part. I'm getting there though. Alright, this is our first wonderful engagement against those fuckers. Floggers. Look at you with your War Thunder meta fucking loadout there. Your BVR missiles that are actually all aspect missiles and your fucking R60Ms. the other fuckers out there.
You know, usually in flight training it's the opposite.
Yes, I know, but I did this purely to see if I could actually play DCS efficiently, or rather, you know, actually have fun doing it. So that's why I focused on the operating the vehicle enough to kill people part. Obviously, learning how to control the aircraft safely before you get to any of the shooting is, you know, the smart idea. However, I didn't know if I was actually going to be able to play DCS properly. I can. So now I'm backtracking the way around. So, not exactly to spec or, you know, somewhat intelligent, but hey, I'm getting there. I'm doing pretty good for literally played it for less than a week and just kind of ingesting tutorial videos and then just, you know, playing missions over and over again. And yes, murder hobo F-15. That's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm the murder hobo throwing AMRAAMs at people while I'm playing Super Breakout on my fucking Game Boy in the cockpit. Otherwise known as the B-scope. Whoosh. Okay, that was a pretty clean kill. Also, I had the air brake out for that long. Also, I had the air brake out this entire time. Wow, I thought I did it in this maneuver. No, I actually had the air brake out like a complete moron the entire time for that entire engagement, and then I noticed. Because I thought I opened it and then put it back, and then engaged the other MiGs and then opened it on that turn. But no, I actually left it out the entire time. Awareness, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go to this exciting adventure called Phonto Lands, and then some horrible things happen. First of all, what happens to the rest of my fucking team here? We're gonna see what happens to them before you know, they watch me slam into the ground.
Oh, good luck, Dancing Fool.
Okay, so right about now is the airfield. Okay, so okay. Okay, so you dumbasses, what happened to you guys? Also, maybe they didn't get the memo that I was trying to land. So what happened, guys? Okay, there. Pop the brake here. I'm landing. So, what happens to you guys? He just fucking teleports into the guy! What the fuck was that? Okay, that makes my fuck up here look kinda quaint. He just lag spiked into his fucking wingman. Okay, so here I'm guessing I just hit the runway way too fucking hard. I should have throttled up a little bit and... Oh, I tail striked. That's what happened. I tail striked. So I pulled up. I was coming in too sharp an angle. So that's what happened. And almost tipped over there, and then I put myself in the dirt. Right, so way too steep an angle, basically stalled, and that's what happened. I slammed the ass of the ship onto the fucking runway, which I could probably say, oh yeah, I just kind of, what happened? I got some damage from the two fucking morons back there slamming into each other. Yeah, that's what happened, man. Some kind of residual damage at the back of the airframe, and she didn't really respond to thrust, and yeah, I put her down as safely as I could, and they're all dead, so they can't really doubt me. Okay, so what did we learn? The AI will just kind of teleport in the wheat ship, the DCS is a high-quality simulator, very realistic. Actually, it's about as buggy as they come in certain aspects, but it's in terms of detail and depth, it's the best that we've got. It's way better than War Thunder, that's for certain. But, yeah! Not quite sure what happened there. Probably should have called for landing clearance there, because, well, last time I did an landing approach like that, they actually cleared me without me having to do anything like, you know, me taxiing and taking off. So, my boys didn't quite get the memo there. So, that's the communication things that I have to worry about, I suppose. But, yeah, that back there probably wasn't my fault. But okay.
I mean, you could be honest and say you were trying to figure out what the fuck happened to your wingman.
That too, but okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take a bathroom break, and we might take one more shot at this.
So, please hold.
Ugh.
Okay, we're gonna get these sons of bitches. It was the last thing I fucking do today. Okay.
Okay, now that we're back from the disaster that took place beforehand, where the fuck is my mouse pointer? There it is. Nope, wrong button. That's over here. There we go. Okay. As I said, now that we're away from the disaster that unfolded there, where it looked like I could have managed to come back from that, but everything decided to go even worse than I ever expected on that landing. But again, learning process, literally a week into DCS.
Get a lot of stocks in specific manufacturers.
Machinations, this man. Okay.
Back on the ground, and... Excusez-moi? Excusez-moi? Hello? Okay, there we go. That was weird.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 256, 445.
Oh, wait a minute.
15,000 hot.
Wait a second.
Oh, I know what I did.
Right. I know what I did. I played the replay again. That's what I did. I played the replay again. Okay, let's try that again. One last time here. Swear to God. The fan on the front of my index starting to sound like a fucking barber's shear. Same cockpit, same sortie, same doomed ship.
Okay, electrical power on, canopy down,
Forks 1-1,
right engine
Wizard
on.
1-1, Bra 256, 445 at 15,000 hot. Forks 1-1,
Gonna have to look in that buzzing.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 255, 450 at 15,000 hot.
But at least you can say I'm actually becoming fairly proficient in murdering
Forks
things.
1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra
As long as I have AMRAMs. Otherwise, not so much.
But we're getting there. Top Gun exists for a reason. BVR is just so fucking easy and accommodating that I've gotten used to it, and I haven't really gotten into the nitty-gritty yet.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra
Left engine
282,
on.
490 at 5,000 flanking.
Here come those F-16s again.
Forks 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 283, 480 at 5,000 hot.
Alright. Power on. As you were, ladies. Give it a tiny bit of gas.
Guys, that's the MiG-23s and they're painting us on the runway. Might want to go take care of that. I can't exactly point the ship up and shoot at them.
rolling. Fort 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 291, 480 at 5,000, cold. Fort 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 253, 430 at 15,000, flanking. Fort 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 263, 435 at 15,000, cold. Fort 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 264, 435 at 15,000, cold. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.32.
Alright. On, and we got our clearance to take off.
Okay. Throttle to full. Flaps down. And we're off.
There's got to be a way for to fix that with, you know, joystick settings, or just maybe that my stick sucks. Really not a good idea to be jerking around like that. Alright, now we're gonna climb. There I was, not at the right nav marker again. Cool off those burners.
Contact bearing 255, 445.
These floggers I can come back.
Contact bearing 255, 445. Rejoin.
Where the fuck is nav marker 0 here? I should have switched to 1, most likely. I'm flying around it.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 280 90. Left spike, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm just flying around it now, aimlessly. Alright.
Wheels up. Rejoin.
Let's crank that radar, see if we can see anything out of there. There we go. There's a hit. Alright, where are they? They are 38, 37, somewhere on there, miles in closing.
Wrong buttons.
Spike, 12 o'clock. Fort 1-1. Spike, 12 o'clock. 247, 43. Spike, 9 o'clock. Hot. 3. Spike, 10 o'clock.
Alright, closing 30 miles.
Fort 1-1. Wizard 1-1. Bra 247, 426. At 15,000 knots.
Yep. Something about that turn. Then again, I suppose they're not really maneuvering away from me, but they unintentionally F-pole the radar. Go, pick them up again.
Contact medic 25142. 2. Contact medic 24942. 2. Spike, 12 o'clock. Fort 1-1. Wizard Spike, 12 o'clock. 243, 411.
Fox 3, Fox 3, 2, 1, Pitbull.
Wizard 1-1.
And they have shot at me.
349 at 15,000 knots. Overgy.
Oh boy. Just, duck that.
Fort 1-1. Wizard 1-1. Merged.
Alright. Flogger's down. I think I see a dot over there. Yeah, that's definitely a dot. I don't know what it is. Oh. It's a shoot. See you later, free kills.
flanking.
Yeah, I had a disturbing feeling I wasn't on the right nav mode again. Because it wasn't moving around. What a surprise, it spawns the enemies.
460 at 5,000 knots. Fort 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 298, 460 at 5,000 knots.
What do you know? I'm staring right at them. Can't seem to spot them, though.
Fort 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 300, 450 at 7,000 knots.
They're pointing right the fuck at me.
Fort 1-1, contact bearing 30
Yeah.
450 at 7,000 knots. Contact bearing 301.50.
Alright, there's our targets locked. Burner on, let's get inside that lethal range. They're just crossing 40 miles. Huh. I'd like to go down a search mode. There you go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, they're turning away. Well, they spotted me. That got their fucking attention. That's good enough. Fox 3. Fox 3. What do you know? Right as they shoot at me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Yep, looks like I got it. Make sure that air brake goes down now. That's that light at down there. And... ah, the shot trashed. both of them splash. Well, both of them fucking trash, I should say. Splash would mean they're fucking dead. They ain't fucking dead. Okay, so he is not looking at me currently.
Oh, he is looking at me.
Yeah, no, he's coming towards me. Son of a bitch. Whoa! Oh, no, he's shooting at my buddies down there.
Okay, you know what? What we're gonna do?
Oh! Huh? Oh, it was all... Ah, I hit the wrong fucking key behind! Ah! I was gonna drop the fucking tanks. That's what? That's Alt-R, right? Shift-R is restart. Ah! Keybind hell fucks me again! Damn it. Ah! Right, so... What is it? It's systems. Air brake. What is it? Jettison fuel tanks. It's Alt-R. Right, that was Alt-R, and I was pressing Control then Shift like an idiot. What happens with, let's see, cockpit extended view. I think it's UI, most likely. What is it? Shift R is restart mission. God damn it. That gets unbound. Okay. No. That's something we don't need bound ever.
It was all a dream, a nightmare.
Where are the MiGs? Where are my friends dying? Where are my ham-rams not hitting their targets? Just a dream. It's all a dream. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a break. Because yes, while we can't do this, there's something we can do relatively easily. Or rather, to an extent easily, because it's also kind of touchy. It don't actually work because it's somewhat crippled, but there's one mission we can do, and it's a quick one. We couldn't play the active before we go. I need to convert some more missions for it to play in, in it, but we can convert the active.
And
we could just kill things and call it a day. But we need to be kind of careful here because she don't have a gun. So if you ran out of missiles, you're fucked. So let's just end on this. Which yeah, that camouflage is rather snazzy, and we basically are a phantom because we have no gun. But right, so. This one I've actually rehearsed. It's 2 pairs of 2 bombers and 2 escorts. So 8 planes each. Unfortunately, we have 8 missiles, so if some of them trash, we're fucked. Also, as you can see here, she's a lot more unstable. I don't know why. It's probably the stick. And they shot at me. Fox 3, Fox 3. I'm gonna lean over to the side and try and notch this a bit. Five, 4, 3, to, and they broke off radar contact because they're floggers and they actually have to keep looking at me. So the missiles now know they don't know where I am. Unfortunately, one shot's trash, so we kind of fucked up the mission already. Actually, 2 shots trash. Wow, okay. Alright then, fuckers.
Now it's time to cheat.
Because what I have on this thing is not AM9Ls. They're X's, which can do this. Uh-huh. Fox 2. Yep, and I didn't even have to look at you. Alright, where the fuck is he? 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 Oh. He's still up, this son of a bitch. Buddy, you might want to dodge that. You might want to dodge... He didn't dodge that. I guess that was the sun? Not quite sure where that went. It might have been the sun. I figured AM9Xs are actually more advanced than that, but I guess not. But also, you see how we're just kind of turning and turning and turning and turning? Hell, we can fuck with this guy. For our own amusement, really. I haven't tuned the controls nearly as well as I did the C, but even those aren't perfect either. Growls with menacing intent. Oh, the other one finally died, but hey, yeah, hi. Hi, I can keep with you no matter what the fuck you're doing, my man. If I can open my canopy, I can pull out my service pistol and shoot him. Also, the light doesn't work in the cockpit for when the air brakes actually release, so I gotta actually kind of watch that. What plane am I flying? The F-15 active? Otherwise known as an F-15 that can probably do everything aside from really survive most engagements because it doesn't have a gun. Bang! 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 Remember, Goon, you are the missile. I am the missile. I know what I must do. Glory to the space program! Yes! Uh-oh. Duh! Not good. I'm going to kill you because NASA told me to. Yeah, me stalling? Yeah, that's kind of an exaggeration. I am probably going to run out of fuel doing this, but I will ram this fucker. I got a radar lock on your fucking vodka shot glass, Ivan! That was dangerous, but I don't think he has any fucking idea what the hell I'm doing.
Left engine fire.
I got him!
Right engine fire. Radar failure. MLWS failure. ECM failure. ACS failure.
And then I exploded violently. Oh well.
Hydraulics failure. Left engine fire. Right engine fire. Radar failure. MLWS failure.
Even still control? No. Well, I guess we're all rolling around on the ground and pretending we're carrots now.
Okay, so as you can see, I can fuck around with them in the active all day long. It's just that the active doesn't really have what it takes to actually complete this mission. Well, it's balanced for the F-15C, which actually has a gun. It doesn't yet. But, it's a lot of fun just to fuck with them like that, isn't it? But okay, enough lollygagging around here. I think it's enough for right now. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be enough for my practice session today. As you can see, I can kill people real good. I can kill people real good. Working on everything else, though, but that's just kind of DCS in them. You know, in a nutshell. It really is a thing you sit down and practice for weeks, months, years, and then you become proficient at it, and, well, then you're proficient at DCS, and that's kind of its own isolated thing, but it's an achievement to play a flight simulator game as autistic as this and actually, do well in it, so there's that, right? So, this will be something I'll be playing, at least on my own. Where I stream it, whether or not I stream it anymore, depends on if I get any better. But, that'll be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We might be back later if we're playing Vietnam with Jack and everybody else, but we'll see what happens. But until then, thank you for joining me on this impromptu stream. I have been your host, Phontomen, and I will get good, I swear. Probably.